Here, guys, I wanted to come in quickly and wish you a very happy new year. Wishing you guys health, wealth, happiness in 2026 and beyond. I want to cover today basically an introduction to what we're doing membership-wise for 2026 with the WOW or the Workout of the Week program. WOW 1 is already up. It's officially ready to start for you this Monday, January 5th, 2026. I'm going to go through the schedule, the features of the program, all that good stuff. I'm also going to take any questions live if they come through from members. Didn't get any pre-recorded, which is fine, as I've been kind of outlining this for the last couple months or so. And then I want to give you some additional notes you can kind of take with to kind of start to customize the plan for yourself, how to incorporate other legacy content into the program, how to make some of this stuff more cheat code or Gorilla Corn-esque for those that are wondering how to do that. And I think you guys will enjoy this introductory podcast. So I'll kind of break it down for you. Quick note, want to give a couple special shout outs. One to Jeff Pierce. Jeff Pierce gave us a $100 tip before the new year as a thank you for everything we did in 2025. That was the single best tip we've ever gotten here on YouTube. Maybe the single best digital tip we've ever gotten. So, man, I really appreciate that. It means a lot to us, and just can't thank you enough for it, man. I was kind of blown away by it, and I was having a tough day, and it just lit me up. There was actually I had two really tough Mondays to end the year. I'll go through some of that in a little bit. One of them was Jordan Robertson. Happy New Year, brother. Also one of our bunch of tips he gave us in 2025. I mentioned that again. It's not, the goal is not here to beg, help me, I'm poor. But I do want to let you guys know that it really is that stuff makes a big difference what we're trying to do here, keeping this going. Words are great, but coins are better. So I really appreciate you guys stepping up and helping us out where you can. Jeff Pierce, $100 tip. Jordan Robertson, the number of times he tipped to get me some diet soda for the weekend, much appreciated. So just wanted to thank you guys for that. And the other one was I signed up for the Iron Neck affiliate program because I want to start doing more neck stuff. I've got several clients that I've started doing neck training with them, and it's fixing things not just around their neck, but everything downstream. So I wanted to invest in getting the pro option. So I signed up for the affiliate, and the owner of the company sent me a unit for free, which is like $500, not on sale. So that was awesome too. So just wanted to share a couple things that lit me up to end the holiday season. Obviously, many of you know, super stressful end, like many of you, to finish the year. I got super sick right after the last live stream I did for you guys. Not surprisingly, as I was in the verge of mental and physical breakdown. And it was the first time in my life where Jordan says, got to support the diet sodas. Josh, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year. I was like happy to be sick. For 7 straight days, I just laid down, elevated my legs, and I rested. I watched a bunch of movies and TV. I don't know when's the last time I did that, like, consecutive rest, and my body really fucking needed it. So I was almost grateful to get sick because it was like every week for 4 straight weeks, I felt like I was going to be sick as I'm just adjusting to the personal training schedule. It's a time of year people are getting sick, all that stuff, all these factors, right? So I actually got some rest, which was great. And sorry, my dog's eating this bone right now. It keeps hitting the tripod. So I don't know if any of you got sick. I got a bunch of clients who got sick. It was the time of year to kind of get through it. But if you haven't yet had the opportunity to take some rest for yourself to recharge for the rest of this year, you got to do it, man. You got to do it. So Darsh says your communication skill is too good, you know. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, brother. I could always work on that. But man, so many movies. I got to go through all the movies and TV I watched. But man, it was great. Like it was the first time it was guilt-free too. So it's energizing me a little bit to tackle this. And again, I apologize for the note that last live stream ended on. You guys caught me in a real unique position. I never want to try to bring negativity or just low energy or that type of thing to what we do. I had to get to a live stream, and I was just dealing with what I was dealing with, like many of you guys do with too. So I want to kind of flip that. I did want to lower expectations for this year too, because I'm not going to be able to put as much time into this as I have in past years for all the reasons I've enumerated over the last couple months. But don't confuse, like, it's going to be max effort just in minimum time. I only really can give this Mondays now because I'm doing full scale personal training on Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays. Those full 8-hour days, man, like, and I have to get workouts in on those days as well. And I'm teaching, demonstrating, like, they feel to me like full day film days or like a day after a football game. And I was getting like, I'm having a hard time distinguishing between being like getting sick versus like exhaustion because they kind of feel the same to me. And that's what I was dealing with all December. And I'm like, wow, there's just no way I can add the Gorilla Corn stuff for you guys at this point. So I again, not that I'm not going to add it at some point if I can. Maybe what I look at doing with that is that just like during a lower, for example, like summer is a lower demand for personal training. People travel, especially where I am. A lot of people leave for the heat. Maybe that's a good time to have like a 3-month Gorilla Corn block. It's not like every month all year, which can be a grind, but it's a specialized thing I can throw in when I've got more time for you guys. So Jordan says, looking forward to maximum effort in all time. Hey, look, I hope you are, because this is actually the most simplified version of what we've done, which was very successful, kind of pre-2020. It was previously like you get 6 workouts a month and then you rotate them bi-weekly, but now it's just I'm going to give you 1 workout each week. We'll change it up. It'll be full body focus. So the highlights of it are they're 10-minute full body follow-alongs. Okay. They're minimal equipment. We're using things like bodyweight dumbbells, maybe some kettlebell bands, med balls might sneak in, sliders, but all stuff that we've used in all the years I've been doing this. That's just, me through, whether it be from Men's Health or the DVDs or, the fast, fun, effective workouts you can do anytime, anywhere, at home, take to the gym. So I want to kind of go back to that. With the 10-minute, by the way, these are repeatable workouts. Some of the most favorite content we've had was like 2023, that whole X60 program. That was 10-minute circuits or routines you would basically repeat to make it 20 minutes. And those weren't, they were follow along as in they were edited as follow along, but I wasn't like doing them with you as I will be doing in this process, which I think makes it more real, more raw, uncut. I feel like over the years, people have responded better to those than the high-end production edits, which I just can't afford or find the time to do those anymore anyway. So that's not going to happen. But these will actually be a follow-along format of kind of how that 2023 X60 program looked like. But every workout is standalone, and that's the other piece of it too. Is I just don't have the time or effort to do a high-intensity seasonal marketing right now. But what I can commit to is every Monday, I'm dedicating this day to this program. So what I'll do is I'll film the B-roll, I'll do the follow-along workout, I'll edit it up, I'll get it up on the site, ideally a week before it's supposed to be done for you guys. That I can commit to because I can take Sunday easy on my body. Saturday is my last personal training day of the week, and then I can just put everything I have into it on Monday. And then what I'll try to do is fill in the gaps with like, I'll do a live stream maybe on Wednesday or Fridays. I'll try to do stuff like that. I'll answer comments when I can. Comments might be 48 hours now because in the personal training days, I wake up around 5 or 6. I do all the stuff I have to do before I go to work, drop my wife off, then I work all day. Then I go pick my wife up at around 5:30 to 6. Then I come home and eat, and then I go to bed. So it's going to be tough for me to get responses to you guys on the days I personal train, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. The one thing about this too is I'm actually taking the workout of the week it'll be part of what I do with clients on site. It's kind of like whether it be a 10-minute start or finish, or people that have more fat loss focus, it might be kind of the main workout that we do that is in the center of what would be warm-ups and cool downs. So in that way, I can kind of connect it to the work I'm doing on site with personal training and that type of stuff as well. So they're the classic full body, burn fat, build muscle, boost metabolism, Metcon style workouts. And people love that stuff. And you can jump in anytime. There's no need for, Jordan says simplicity equals success. Message just held me here. Shut up, clown. Appreciate that, Daniel 2004. So the reality is, I think you guys will really like this program. You can jump in anytime, and then there's no need to worry about this being a perfect time to start. And these will accumulate. So you guys can start mixing and matching these and kind of have unlimited fun with this as well. For example, by the fourth wow, you'll have 4 of these. You could say, I want to do them in a row. Or I want to, I'm going to combine the dumbbell with the band. Or so you have the ability really to make it your own and have some fun with it. And it's such a simple plan. You just do the same workout Monday, Wednesday, Friday for a week. You get a whole new one each week. Only 1 new workout to learn a week. So for you guys, this is the lowest amount of time commitment you'll ever have in our program. Like a lot of the more advanced or structured stuff required like really scheduling things out and planning in advance, or having to learn a new workout every time you were doing it. That's a lot. So I'm hoping this also helps you if you're going through very busy, challenging times. We had a lot of people drop off by the end of last year because one gentleman mentioned, I think Tito, that he was just too involved with his kids in football and he felt like he was wasting money signing up and not doing the workouts. But a lot of that too was we were doing this really structured, like integrated cheat code program, which did require you guys to like do 6 workouts a week, a new routine each day type of thing. So that was just a little bit too much. Not that we won't consider adding that for specialty seasonal content at some point for a higher price point. And so we'll see how that goes. Jeff, thanks again, buddy. I dedicated this to you for that $100 tip. I appreciate it, brother. Thank you again so much, man. That was a real, I was having a challenging start to the day and I saw that and I'm like, well, you added light to my life, man. I appreciate that. Thank you. And then again, there's ad-free access to legacy content. So all the stuff we've had to this point, ad-free, you can mix in. I'll talk about how you can work that in as well later. And again, those jumping on anything live, I can take questions for you guys about the program. And those that are just jumping in live that are subscribed to the channel, we're talking about the Workout of the Week program for 2026. Click the join button below this video to learn more. It's $20 a month, cancel anytime. Every week you get a new full body follow-along workout from me that's only 10 minutes that you can repeat multiple times to make it longer, minimal equipment. It's a really great program. We'd love your support. I think you'll really like what we're doing here. It's going to be a lot of fun. We start with Wow 1, which is a great dumbbell workout with a pair of 10 to 25 pound dumbbells. You can do very small spaces. I'm 6'2", for those someone just asked that, which is, I wasn't expecting height weight questions today, but that's fine. 6'2", probably 210, 215 right at this point. 43 years old bones. So I think that's it from there. So note-wise, it's a very simple, one thing I talk about as I've gotten older a lot is establishing non-negotiables for yourself, especially as things get very busy and stressful. And a non-negotiable I'd give you guys for, like I've joked about over the years, never eat like shit on a Tuesday, because professionals don't do that. Not enough. If it's like special, you got promoted, you won the lottery, you got married, maybe a special holiday falls on a Tuesday occasionally. Okay, have some fun, whatever. But you can't be having, pizza, cake, cookies on a Tuesday. That's a non-negotiable for me. Because what ends up happening is the whole week tends to get fucked up. There's a slippery slope to earlier in the week having bad habits. So here's one from a training standpoint. And a lot of you might scoff at this. Oh, I got to do my 1 hour or my 90-minute P90X or my high rocks. Like, you might have that energy and enthusiasm, motivation to do it in January. A lot of people do. And then we talk about this every year, the Roman candle effect, whereby February, people have already quit. So to avoid that and go on or versus the on-off switch versus the dimmer switch, make sure your dimmer never goes lower than doing 3 full body workouts a week of 10 minutes in length every week of the year, okay? And that's a real simple focus that, if I'm telling you right now, like and I'll give the Duolingo example. I'm almost at 500 straight days of Duolingo, which takes me about 3 to 5 minutes a day on the toilet to start my morning. And I've gone through 16 different units. Come on, get out of here. 16 different units of Spanish at this point. I never do anything extra. They say you can do more, get more gems or points. I'm like, no. I want to do the minimum possible dose of this so that I never feel burnt out or overwhelmed and I can stay the course. And I'm almost close to 500 straight days here, 496 this morning. And I picked up a lot of Spanish. Duolingo has its limitations. I'm better now at hearing it. My main goal was, and I joke, is that when my wife is Puerto Rican. So when her family talks shit about me in Spanish, I know what's going on. And they may not, my goal is not necessarily as much to speak it. I want to be able to understand what's going on when I'm watching, shows or hearing people talk. And they might assume I don't know it, but then I do know it. Maybe at some point I'll be able to build to speaking it. But what I'm trying to say is I've had that non-negotiable and I've accumulated a lot of words and I can put phrases together. I can really understand them. I can listen to it better now. If you just commit to 3 full body workouts a week in 10 minutes in length, maybe some days you repeat it 2 or 3 times, make it longer, but you do at least the 10. Great things will happen for you this year. Great things. We got all the fucking clowns out today. Ears are huge. Much love. Behota! I'm the angel demon with the huge ears, I guess. It's, what's his name? Rage Reels Rage. Well, I'm not surprised it has rage in it. I will be visualizing your face when I box right after this live stream. You filthy piece of shit. How about that? Start the day. But that is our main thing is the 3-10-52 focus. Do that throughout the year. You will not be disappointed with how you look, how you feel, and you always get it in. Jordan Robertson says, I got a new job and we'll be traveling to San Antonio during week 2. Week 2, bands or body weight. I'm thinking it's going to be single band. That was my original plan. It's either going to be single band or body weight. So most of the routines will be just based on what people like and have, will be dumbbell, band, and body weight. Maybe that 1 out of 4 will be like a mix. Maybe I might do some fusion. I might throw in like a med ball or that type of thing. But again, it's likely never going to incorporate premium equipment because again, that's my promise to you guys. It's simple, straightforward. We already have a lot of premium equipment, Gorilla Core and stuff on it, cheat code stuff. You can continue to work on the cheat code stuff. David Jones has his fish drowned this morning. I apologize. I know firsthand how fish care, man. Fish I find harder to take care of than dogs. I've never been able to keep fish alive. Mainly because anytime I feed them, the flakes they go out so fast, and then these fish eat themselves to death. You can't do anything about it. But rest in peace. I apologize to hear that. Next piece, another option for you guys is kind of approach it with a volume ramp up. So maybe on Monday you just do the circuit once for 10 minutes. Wednesday do the circuit twice for 20 minutes. Friday, weekends here, probably a cheat meal is on the way. Hit the workout 3 times for a 30-minute workout. So you actually have a nice little volume progression built in. The reality is anytime you do something new, you're gonna get sore. You only need to do it once. A single set of something new will make you sore. So that's a nice approach to this. So there's a volume ramp up involved. Monday tends to be just an awful day for a lot of people, very stressful. So that way you kind of just get a feel for the workout, learn it, you push it, and do 2 times on Wednesday, you hit it 3 times on Friday. I'd recommend that kind of as a nice option for you guys moving forward. For our people that are more advanced, or people that were hoping to do some Gorilla Core and stuff this year, we've had to postpone that and want to kind of continue with the cheat code stuff. By the way, this in some ways is kind of like a regain phase of the cheat code. Going back to I guess movements we were more accustomed to pre dealing with joint pain, arthritis, or the style of that type of circuit style of workout. And again, that was part of my goal is as I was dealing with some of those new advances with the arthritis, I had trouble with full body workouts. So I had to kind of go to more splits to get some more recovery, rehab some things. And was very happy to see when I filmed WOW 1 for you guys, some movements that would have probably bothered my left knee in particular. It felt great. And I kept the weight light, just 25 pounds. And so in a way, it is kind of a test for those that did repair, rebuild the first 2 phases of the cheat code, with phase 3 in the ether now at some point will be provided to you guys, I hope. Look at this as kind of the full body regain version of that, at least temporarily. And Jeff saying, I consider doing the 10-minute WOW and then adding on Gorilla Core and gains 2023. Is that too much? I'll get to that in a second here. One way to look at doing these WOWs too is you can BFR these WOWs. You can apply cheat code techniques to these full body workouts. Now, how would you do that? You could say, okay, I want to challenge my upper body more for this workout, even though it's a full body. And the thing is, even like this workout, for example, you're mixing between dumbbell push-up variations in the ground and squat variations on your feet holding bells. So technically your upper body's active in all of these movements. If I decided to say, okay, I really want to challenge my upper body more, you can BFR, whether it be the floss bands or the Suji cuffs, and do a 10-minute circuit of that. If you said I want to do my legs, I can do a 10-minute circuit of that, BFRing the upper thigh. And you could also, I mean, I've done this, with the floss bands, I can do this. I can wrap arms and legs. But really, you know, the way you can look at it too is, let's say you want to do three rounds of it. BFR your legs, BFR your arms, and the second one and the third one, just no BFR. Because the BFR will pre-fatigue you to the point where, basically, and I do this a lot with clients, we'll start sessions BFR. Once they're totally cached, I remove the cuffs or the bands, the floss bands, and we continue, and they can keep going, and it's like taking the brakes off. So it's almost like a drop set, if you will. So that's another way to apply the cheat code techniques to what we're doing, but just keep it in a full body focus. So just wanted to throw that your way as well as another option. In terms of, I'm going to get to the Jeff Pierce question about like adding in Gorilla Corn content to this. One thing I'm going to continue to do on social, by the way, is I'm just going to share my cheat code workouts that I'm doing like at the gym, sometimes using machines, whatever. By the way, my routines are very simple. For example, I just shared today on Instagram this incredible chest workout that I've been doing BFR style. I basically would just I pause dips for as many quality reps as I can, go right into paused push-ups for as many reps as I can, rest up to a minute or less. I keep going for a 10-minute block. I keep it super simple in a gym setting because, you're competing for equipment, and I try to do everything at one station before I move on to another one. So, but I'll keep sharing stuff like that. So you guys can look at, okay, this is my main workout, full body. I'm going to add something I saw BJ share on social. And I'll keep throwing them in YouTube shorts as well, but usually they get up faster on Instagram. And I schedule the shorts like, I've got so many up there that are scheduled kind of in advance. I'll get back to getting those more regularly posted as well. We kind of took a break for the holidays. You could also say, okay, I'm going to use this as my main workout. Then I'm going to do a block from Superhero Shoulders. Or I'm going to do a BFR 10 forearms workout. And by the way, all those BFR routines you can do without BFR. I kept repeating that over and over again. Some just didn't get it through their head that, it's the BFR is just allowing you to go even lighter than you would without it. And the workout, the training effect happens much faster. So that's the option as well. Is it too much? I don't know. I mean, it really just depends on your recovery ability, your age, what other stressors you have going on in your life. What I would say is get the full body workout in first, just in case something comes up. At least that's gotten in. You got that done. If you want to stick and you want to keep repeating the cheat code, you can keep it as simple as, okay, do the same schedule where you did like, I think it was forearms, calves, arms, quads, shoulders, and then glute ham. Do a 10-minute routine there, then do the 10-minute full body. Or you could flip it based on what's more important to you. So you could use the wows as starters or finishers to other stuff you're doing, or you could use other legacy content as starters or finishers to these full body wows. So just giving you a shout out from Pakistan. Hope you're doing well, brother. Thank you for that. But yeah, so again, I'm not going to, a lot of people are like, what about the plans like surf and turf? And well, I can't do that for you this year, but I've hopefully at this point empowered you guys to do your own special schedule. And again, there is a schedule, there is a plan, there's a program. It's you get a workout each week, you do it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And that way there's anyone who jumps in any time knows what to do. There's never any confusion. And then it's on you to go through the legacy content and add in what you want based on what you're looking for and that type of thing. So there is a little more, you got to, outside of the main feature program, you've got to do more work on your side to kind of customize it. And again, that's what the live streams are for. So you can jump on live streams when we do them, ask me questions. I'll kind of guide you through that. If you're jumping in, we're talking about the WOW program. Click the join button below this video, any video to learn more. We'd love to have you. $20 a month, cancel anytime. Finally, off days. We have a complete Mobility Flows playlist. just do some mobility, get loose. You can add in some core work, whether it be from like old school abs or just anything you want to do that way. Or if you have equipment, like what I like to do on recovery days, I tend to do like steady state cardio or I box. Typically we'll do boxing, sled. I fit in some pool when I can. I do a lot of biking. I do the Stairmaster step mill. My gym just got this amazing, like the best climber machine I've ever been on. It's called the Climber, CLIMBR, way better than the Versa Climber. I've always thought the Versa Climber was very, very hard to go smooth on. And this is super smooth. And I think I popped a video in my stories recently on that. But I'll share it at some point. But I'll do incline treadmill at the highest incline. And I do all these, by the way, I do all these BFR typically on the legs. So that's kind of my approach is just, I like cardio mobility on the off days. That's what drives your recovery. You want to sweat, you want to stretch. And then I do some massage work. We have complete massage routines, massage gun, and legacy content, foam roll, how to use the ball. I'm going to continue to share the So Right stuff I've been using because it's been super effective. So treat your Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays or your off days. It's mobility. It's some cardio. Maybe you can work in some intervals if you want. Just keep in mind, intervals are kind of built into these full body workouts and how you do them. So, and especially as you get older too, it's harder to recover from, if you're doing intervals on the off days, you actually might not get the recovery you're looking for. Whereas aerobic steady state stuff, or some call it zone 2, it's really, and essentially it's cardio, it's steady state cardio work, 120 to 140 BPM plus. Tends to be the best way to recover. And then you apply some stretching and some massage. You'll feel great. You'll be ready for the next workout. And again, you'll be most sore from the Monday workout because it's new to you. So you'll need to do it one time. And then you can do it twice through for 20 minutes on Wednesday, 3 times through by Friday. So the goal is you'll be less sore over the course of each training week, and you get a new workout, a new stimulus, that type of thing as well. So that's mainly the big things I wanted to get to. Is kind of like 5 additional pillars to add to what we talked about with the wows. Just a quick recap. They're all 10-minute full body follow-alongs. They're all minimal equipment workouts, typically bodyweight band, belt style workouts. They're designed to burn fat, build muscle, boost mobility, longevity, and you get also ad-free access to all the legacy content we have where you can, BJ is a nickname. My name is Brahim. It's Abraham in Arabic. And my father is Brahim, so I'm Brahim Jr. So that's what BJ stands for. Brahim, way better name than BJ. I've already spent too much time like branding myself as BJ Gaddour. So I'll just stay with it now. But anyone that finds out my name is Brahim, they want to call me Brahim instead of BJ because it's just such a better name. Way better name than BJ. BJ has other connotations that, you try to avoid in a professional setting, but it is what it is. Yeah, correct. It's the full is Ibrahim, but when my dad immigrated to this country, he's like, you know what? I'll just make it simple, and then we'll just say Brahim because Ibrahim was even more difficult to pronounce. So, and then IJ would be just an awful fucking nickname. I think we all can agree. So, and then the additional notes that he gave you guys. It's good to have a goal of focus and non-negotiable. Your floor, right? Your floor versus the minimum you'll do. Minimum commitment to is doing 3 of these 10-minute full body workouts 3 times a week, every week of the year. That's your minimum. Now, your ceiling is whatever you have time for, and you might have more motivation in Q1. The motivation might go down in Q2, but at least you maintain that floor. I always give the sports analogies. I'm a big sports guy. Your floor is the baseline level of performance that you have to be able to get to. And if you can stick with that, great things can happen. When you can add on top of it, fantastic. But you never stop. Worst case scenario, you come down to the floor. And your floor, that floor, by the way, of 3 full body workouts a week, 10 minutes in length, is way higher of a baseline than the average person out there. Most people are down here. They're going to go up to 100% for about 2 to 4 weeks now. They're going to quit the rest of the year. That's how their cycle is going to look like. But you're always going to be here, no matter what. You'll have some times you can be here, but you'll never go lower than this, and you're never going to stop. And whether it's business, fitness, anything, those are the type of snowballing habits that really just lead to great success over time. So that's my, I think we got everything in here. Any final questions, members in particular, that are doing the program? Those, there's a bunch that came through here too, because there's a public one. So if I missed one, just re-ask a question, guys. I'm sorry, just a bunch came through. I'm trying to see here. Any member questions? You can click the join button below any video, $20 a month, cancel anytime. I think you guys really enjoy this program. I think it's super sustainable. May not be as sexy as like the V5 X3 Shred, you know, but honestly, I'm fucking 43 at this point. A lot of you guys are older too. We don't need the bullshit. Do we really need like the faux motivational bullshit? No, like we're old enough to know we got to do this. It's not necessarily about living longer. It's about living to the best of your ability while you're here. And, you know, having some fun with it too. There's a lot of structure and variety built into this, which is really, that's the sweet spot, is how can you get a right mix of structure, variety, keep it simple, not a lot of work on your end, much less work on my end this year. So I'm not going to crash and burn out and become miserable. And then, you know, so I really hope you guys are excited about this. JR, Jeff Pierce, any final questions, guys? Jordan, I saw some of those, you got some of those basketball highlights posted too. Yeah, and again, like someone like you who's playing old man hoops, this is a very, very sustainable complementary plan to that. And I would just recommend, Jordan, just working in, you know, continue to work on some of those BFR body part type starters, finishers. And I think you'll really dig it. You're getting your cardio in your athleticism and your multiplanar agility type stuff while playing basketball. So for you, you know, a couple days a week of old man hoops, and then minimum 10-minute full bodies and whatever additional body part work you want to stack onto that. I think you'll have a great 2026 that way, and never get to the point where you're burnt out or too overwhelmed as well. My pleasure, Jeff. I appreciate it, brother. Happy New Year. Anything else, guys? It starts Monday. While one pair of 10 to 25 pound dumbbells. Great circuit. I had some good next day soreness from it, but not too much so that you'll be overwhelmed. And again, just remember that you'll be most sore on Mondays. So I'd recommend just doing a single time through, and then Tuesday do it twice, Friday do it 3 times, get a new workout each week. By the end of the year, you'll have 52 of these babies that are in your database, back pocket workouts you can start to stack, combine. I think you'll really dig it. We're going to end on this one. I want to give a BJ to Coach BJ. I think that's the proper way to end this live stream. Happy New Year, guys. Hope you guys, I really wish you guys a great year. And I know firsthand how the things around you, I think a lot, I've talked all the time about being the eye in the storm, whether it be what's going on in society around you, in your home, at work. Anytime I get overwhelmed, and look, I'm susceptible to the breakdowns and the frustration and the burnout just like anybody else. But through all those times, my non-negotiables have been my training. I know that as long as I can do that workout or some sort of make me feel, and some days it might just mobility, stretching, and massage, and I'm fine with that at this point. Just get a little sweat. It could be even super passive, just sauna, cold plunge, whatever it is, right? Pool. That's my time, and nothing gets in the way of that. I don't care who you are, how important you are, whatever. Like, that's the stuff that keeps you mentally sane, but also like it gives you the ability every day to just add something positive to the scoreboard within your own control. And I cannot tell you the power of that. When you lose control of that, then you've got nothing. There's no foundation to lean back on. And that continuous ability to make a positive impact on your mind, body, soul through exercise, even just 10 minutes on a regular basis, that is what has always kept me in the game. I've been doing this for now 20 plus years, had all the ebbs and flows with this industry, in and out of my life and stuff like that too. Now dealing with fighting father time at an even heavier level every year. But this is the stuff that I find really, really helps me stay in the game. So I hope you kind of take that approach. And I think this will help you tremendously in just simplifying that process for 2026. And a lot of people are offering the 4 to 6 week programs right now. If you want to do one of those, and maybe hopefully it goes well, if not, we'll be here all year dropping a new workout every week. So you can join us anytime. I'd recommend starting right away with us because there's very few people that can get you the end of a year like I can. I get people to do weekly workouts for full years like few people can do. And my limitations are I don't have the resources or team or dollars to market and sex things up from a presentation standpoint. My limitations are being on this platform and stuff like that too. But the content is always really good. I do this, I live it. I now even do it again in person. And I do the same stuff I do with you guys, with people in person. It works great. And everyone I'm working with is over 50 for the most part. So if they can do it, you can do it. So I'm excited to help you guys in 2026 to the best of my ability. When I can find some more time, we'll work on some Gorilla Corn content as well. Okay? All right, guys. Happy New Year. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can still drop questions. I'll try to answer either in the comments or on the next live stream. All right, baby. Peace.